If you are one of the many people around the world who happens to think that God accepts all religions, I advise you to think again and perhaps follow along in the scriptures that I am about to read. You know, Jesus himself said that not everyone saying to him, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of the heavens. That is, be a part of his heavenly government that will rule over the earth very soon. Jesus stressed that not everyone who claims to be his follower or to be, as they like to say, Christians, are true Christian. Now, the verses that I'm going to cover are from the book of Revelation, the entire book of Revelation was given to John in symbolic form. Much of it is symbolic. Some is literal, but the majority is symbolic. And we're going to cover verses uh, 4 through 8 of chapter 18. Okay? So please follow along very carefully. And if you have your own copy of the Bible, which probably is a King James, you can still follow along in it. This is taken from the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. Okay? Let's begin. And it reads, And I heard another voice out of heaven say, Get out of her, my people, if you do not want to share with her in her sins, and if you do not want to receive part of her plagues. Verse 5 For her sins have mashed together clear up to heaven, and God has called her acts of injustice to mind. Verse 6 Repay her in the way she has treated others. Yes, pay her back double for the things she has done. In the cup she has mixed, mix a double portion for her. Verse 7 To the extent that she glorified herself and lived in shameless luxury, to the extent give her torment and mourning. For she keeps saying in her heart, I sit as queen, and I am not a widow, and I will never see mourning. Verse 8 That is why in one day her plagues will come, death and mourning and famine, and she will be completely burned with fire, because Jehovah God, who judges her, is strong. Now, let's put this into context. In the book of Revelation, false religion around the world is called Babylon the Great. Perhaps you've heard that name mentioned. Yes, it is the world empire of false religion. That is, false religions all around the world, not just in one country, but worldwide. Religion has failed completely. And guess what? God is not the only one that knows this. Very soon, this one organization will do something about it. Why? Because God will put it into the hearts of this organization to completely get rid of all religion. Let me be clear. When I say all religion, I am specifically talking about all false religion. What organization is this? None other than the United Nations, compiled of nations around the world. What is the biggest problem that this organization has had that they have not been able to solve on a worldwide scale? The answer should be clear. World peace. That has eluded this organization for centuries. Guess what? The only way that they know how to solve this problem is get rid of who they think is the cause of the problem, and that is religion. Because when we look at history, what part has religion played? in the wars around the world. They have been instrumental in wars around the world for centuries. The United Nations know this, and they have been, I guess you can say, plotting, designing, scheming, coming up with a plan to do just that. Get rid of all false religion, or all religion as they see, worldwide on a global scale. And you've seen the words. Now, I'm going to show you what that's going to look like. But let me tell you this. What you're about to see won't even come close to what is going to take place. The devastation that you will see on a global scale when it comes to false religion is going to be catastrophic. And I'm talking globally. I'm not talking about in one centralized area of the planet. I am talking on every continent, every country, every state, every city, every town. False religion will be completely destroyed by that organization. How do I know this? Well, if you follow Bible prophecy, you would know this. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. What does it say? And the 10 horns that you saw, and the wild beast, these will hate the prostitute, and will make her devastated and naked, and will eat up her flesh, and completely burn her with fire. Now, who represent the 10 horns and the wild beast? These are the political world leaders, the rulers, the United Nations. Yes, they see religion, and as well as God, he sees false religion as a prostitute. Now, let's put that into context. When we look at religion today, do you see the involvement of religion and politics? Yes, you do. You see religion is involved knee deep, neck deep in politics, in the political arena. They're looking to man. They're looking to man to solve the world's problems. It's like a woman going to another man to make her happy. See, false religion has went to the governments, the kings of the earth, the 10 horns, for happiness. Instead of looking to God, they're looking to man. That's why they're deemed as a harlot, a whore, and a prostitute in the Bible. Now, this destruction will be global. Now, what will come after that? The Great Tribulation. What you're looking at now, this is the destruction that happened in the past. Yes, Jesus warned that there would be great tribulation that has not occurred. From that time, you know, going back, and he described another tribulation that will come in our day. And what you're looking at now, this will not even come close to the destruction that will come very soon globally. That's right. That's why you were warned to get out of false religion now. Many of you know your religion is false. Just because of whatever reason you want to stick around, this is what you can expect. So it is advisable that you make some very quick decisions, because very soon this is going to come to a head, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence. If you have a comment, please feel free to share it. I will see you on the other side.